Morning guys, welcome back to the One Auto channel. Got in this one here behind me, Ford Mondeo 2009 2 litre TDCi. It's in today because when you turn the steering, like I was doing, you get a clunk, 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 clunk. And I've narrowed it down, it came into the other day to the top strut bearing. This is the assembly that you get, it's all one, all sealed together. I think what's happening is as the steering is being turned, the strut is being turned. I think that this is sticking. The strut carries on turning and the spring builds up tension, then this releases. As it releases, you hear the spring going dung. So that's what's happening. We've got a pair of these. I'm going to show you how to change them. Okay, weight is off the car now. I can feel that. I don't know if we can see anything. There we go. Dun, dun. Just there, look, you might be able to see it flicking my hand. Right, so we've got to take this suspension strut off. Now, workshop manual Ford says to undo the bottom ball joint, break that free, lever down the arm, and then undo the pinch bolt here on the shock absorber. The other side of it is just there. Now, renownedly in the UK, these C's, strip threads, break. I don't like to do that, so I leave those well alone. I'll drop the whole leg off, just take off the brake caliper and carrier, get the whole leg off, the disc and everything, disconnect the ABS sensor just here, take off the flexi just there, and undo the anti-roll bar link just there, get rid of that. Then we'll go to the top and we'll undo the 3 10mm bolts that hold the strut up in there, and then we'll put it in the spring compressor as one unit. It's a bit tricky on your own, but it can be done. Hang your brake caliper carrier with a hook or cable ties or wire, whatever you've got. I just go around the subframe there. With a 13mm bolt from the drive thing. And it's a 21mm nut. Electronic steering locks on, so we can practice undone in this position. Right, leave that on a couple of threads just to protect the threads, because we've got to give it a bit of a welt in. Right, so we want to hit just here, not the ball joint, just above it. That's got it. Lever it down and do the nut. Push that to one side. Okay. Right, I've got to get this drive shaft out, it's stuck in there. Yeah. So 15mm for the top anti-rolling. 21mm nut for the track end tie. Top of the strut, it's 3 10mm bolts, 1, 2, and there's one under there, 3. get rid of this out of the way. It's just your ABS connector. Pull that out of the way. It's there, down at the back. This trim can get in the way. And you can just sort of lift it up. I put a ratchet spanner on the back one there. If you want, get a piece of wood, just hold that up out of the way a little bit. Let's break these free. On your third one, make sure you've got a strong arm to hold this suspension leg, because the whole weight is going to come off. Right, so I've got the strut mounted in my spring compressor, 18mm nut on the top. Okay, so that nut has come undone a bit while I had a bit of tension on the spring. Then it started to spin the shaft of the shocker, so Allen key 6mm, which holds that, and just work it loose with an 18mm ring spanner. Before you take it off, look at the orientation of the top mounting in line with the actual strut. The gap down here for the pinch bolt, just down there, basically is in line with some marks here on the top mounting. I'll show you some better detail. There's a picture in a minute I'll show you. So just keep an eye on that. So here's the old top strut bearing. You can see all the water in there and the crap that gets in here. And you can hear how rough that sounds compared to the new one. Lovely and quiet. So what I do, we've got this top rubber here we have to take off that the spring sits on. I just mark it with a bit of paint there. We take that off in line with this tab, and then we'll put that on the new one. First of all, take this piece off, just the rubber guard, and the bump stop comes out. So stick the bump stop back in there. The cover can go back on, like that. Now when you put these back together, along with the top hat piece, you can replace these as well. This one's okay, I'm just going to put this on the wire wheel to clean it up. Right, I've just cleaned the underside here. So what I was saying about this is when you put the top back, this flat piece, the flat piece goes towards the inner wing, so you have that just set to one side, like so, and then this drops into there like that. You give it a little push and a squeeze, but also there's a peg just there, if you can see that, that will align up with one of these holes here. So we sort of get this aligned, get your peg lined up with this hole just here, and then just squeeze it together, and the peg there is in that hole, just in there. Right, so the spring's all compressed inside there. Take the top rubber off of your old one, and then where you've marked it, put it back in the same spot. So my white paint mark was in line with that. Then the spring's going to sit where it wants to sit. That's it. Get the nut started. Everything's in line, the peg's through there, and then we've got this tab here. We have this piece here which is just set to the side. See, that's in line, and then you have it about there, they say about 6 degrees from centre. But then when you look down this tab, it's pretty much in line or is in line with the pinch bolt down there for the gap in the pinch bolt. That's what we're looking for. With a chain, that would help. Right, let's get this leg back in. Snug these up, not too tight. Lovely. Connect your sensor wire in. Back in there. So there we go, legs back in there, secured at the top of those 10 mils. All this is reverse of removal. A bit high temperature grease on the splines of the drive shaft to aid your installation. Right, so if you go to put your track rod end back on and it starts spinning, put a jack underneath it, just under the track rod end. Oops, missed it, there you go. Just take some weight on it and zip it up. So the torque spec for this 13mm drive shaft bolt on this particular model is 45 Newton meters, then 80 degrees. Always check yours though, see what it is, check your workshop manual. So I'll lock the disc. Now 45. So 90 degrees is quarter of a turn, so if we can get from there near the bottom, we're laughing. About there, brilliant. Good, that's it. Been on a little road test with that one. Happy days. So 2009 Mondeo, how you do your top strut bearings. Don't forget the symptoms of this was as you're just turning, manoeuvring, maybe in a car park, you're getting your spring, you're hearing a dung 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 as you're turning the steering wheel. It's this, just locking and releasing because the bearing's knackered. New ones are on it, lovely and quiet. As I just showed you there, I held onto that spring. Initially you could see my hand sort of flicking as the spring was releasing. Anyway, great, hope you enjoyed the video. If it's used to somebody, give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, connect me, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Thanks for watching.